In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use a snowblower. This is not a sponsored video. This is a Yardworks snowblower I bought 4 years ago. It's worked great for me. Obviously, some units are going to be different, but the basic controls I'm going to show are pretty much standard for all snowblowers. On this unit, fuel tank is up at the top, and it's made obvious by the fact that there's a little picture of a fuel pump right there. So, make sure you got gas in your unit, obviously. Down below here we have our oil check plug. Make sure you got oil in it. Follow your owner's manual for that stuff. Up here at the controls, where the controls for the snowblower are, is a nice little summary of how to operate it. First line is read your owner's manual before starting. Definitely do that. Next line there, it says insert your ignition key and snap it into place, and we're going to do that. Here is where we insert our key for the ignition. You can hear that snap. We have our primer here. Little picture shows that we pushed this 3 times before we started. 2, 3, and here is our choke down here. Our little instructions up there told us, logically enough, to turn this choke on when it's cold, as it is now. I have not started this in a couple of weeks. So I'll put the choke down. Once we start running it, we will push this up and decrease the amount of fuel going into the snowblower. Oh, I forgot, this is the throttle, and it tells us to put the throttle to full on. Full on is over this here, where there's a little picture of a rabbit and a little picture of a turtle over here. When we shut the unit down, we push it over towards the turtle. This Yardworks snowblower has an electric start, and this is the button to start it right here. If you're older like me, I highly recommend you getting one with an electric start. This is the pull start here, and I've used that many times, but I find it hard on my shoulders. So what you'll be provided with, if you have a unit with the electric start like this, is the cord I just showed. One end goes into your AC power, obviously, which I am going to do there. And then this end on your snowblower somewhere, in this case right here by the start button, you will put the other end of that cord. If you're curious, just a standard type plug. Put it in there. And we'll hit the start button. Now I'm going to show you some of the controls, and obviously we'll start it back up, and we'll actually show this unit in use. This handle here directs where you're going to blow the snow, the chute. You're going to be using this a lot if you have any neighbors around, so you don't blow the snow onto their driveway or car or whatever. So you can see as I turn this, the chute is changing direction. This lever here controls the direction of the snow coming out of the chute. So if you really want to throw that snow far, you're going to put it up like this, and it'll throw it. This will throw it about 25-30 feet if it's not too heavy. And if you just want to put it close to you, then you put it down like that. On the right of this unit, when I put this down to the handle and hold it down like that, the snowblower moves forward, if I have it in forward. Which brings me to this. This is your gears. This is, the bottom one is reverse too, so fast, the fastest in that reverse you will go. Way up here is gear 6. That's not a gear that you're normally going to be blowing snow with. That's if you're probably done and you're coming down your long driveway or something. I usually tend to run this in about, if it's a heavy snow, in 2 or maybe 3. I'm going to try to show these with the unit running as best as I can. On the left handle, if we push down and hold this down, that turns the auger on. The auger is the unit at the front of it that actually chews the snow up. Down here, great little feature, hand warmer. I use that a lot. It warms up the handles. What I'm going to do is quickly start this unit up, and as best as I can without being able to talk is I'll show you the use of the controls. So anyways, we put this back as before. We don't to where the rabbit is. We don't have to prime it because we just started it a couple of minutes ago. I'm going to leave the choke on run, and we'll go over here, press our start button, and then we'll remove our cord. I might get my video editor person to play some music once this thing starts up. My famous backyard mech theme song, because I don't think anybody wants to listen to this thing run for too long. If you have a gravel driveway, as I do, there are skid plates on the side of this. This is a great little thing because this gives me about that much more off of the ground. It raises the snowblower off and you chew up way less gravel. You can see I have these skid plates as low as they can go. There's a handy little attachment on this. Great for cleaning out the chute or the front of the auger if it's an icy type of snow, which I actually have on my driveway today. Sometimes if it's really icy, it'll clog up. Anyway, maybe I think that's about it. Thanks for watching. I may do a quick video here of this unit in operation.